Look at the crazy hair. Okay, let's do a little story time. Story time with Dan. Okay, this is how I see the Toronto Maple Leafs, especially after their loss against Carolina. It reminds me of my son when he wakes up, which he just did at the end of the game. Before shooting this, he wakes up. He's nonverbal, so he's like, right? He's making noises right now. Like he wants a cuddle. So I go in, I cuddle him. I lay down with him. He lays down on one end, he goes between my legs, and he kicks me in the nuts. Kicks me in the nuts. And then do you know what he does? He goes and cuddles me again. Saying like, I love you, Dad. I love you. Like that's his I love you. He gives you a big cuddle, right? And you're like, oh, I forgive you. And then he'll, next thing you know, boom, he gets you again. And that's Toronto, right? They play piss poor against Columbus, right? Well, they don't play piss poor, but they lose to Columbus, and they shouldn't have, right? The goaltending shouldn't have. And they're playing all right against Carolina. A few mistakes here and there, and then they score, and they give you this this warm feeling like they can do it. And then they make a poor decision, and they kick you right in the nuts, and then they lose. But guess what? You come crawling back because you love them, just like my son. I love him, and he's right there again. And I know down the road, maybe not tomorrow night, but maybe the next night, maybe a week from now, he's going to want me to cuddle him again, and he's going to kick me in the nuts, just like the Toronto Maple Leafs. And guess what? It's rinse and repeat because we're going to do it all over again. And they did it tonight. You play better. You make a few mistakes. It costs you. And then Mitch Marner makes a piss poor decision. Aho scores. And even though Robertson scored at the end of the game, it means nothing. Oh, way to go into the new year, Toronto. You're playing like shit. Good thing I just get to, you know what? I get to wake up, and I know my 2.5-year-old is going to have a smile on his face. We got to go swimming today. Tomorrow we're going to go skating, which he loves. And at least that makes me happy. The Leafs, sometimes they make me happy, and other times they just upset me. This bear, I said after the last video that, you know, the Columbus game, you know, he's sad. He's going to have a big smiley face. I'm going to have a big smiley face like that bear. No, you have a sad face now. Sad. Just sad face. Freaking Toronto. Okay, so, all right, I took a few notes for this game. Okay, one, actually. So this tweet, I mean, they're putting it here, I'm not sure, where they talked about save percentage and how Carolina has a worse save percentage than Toronto, and they're both playoff teams. Okay. And then there's this one, wherever I'm putting it, and it talks about how, you know, Rob Rendamore should be praised and get a raise because he has a playoff team with this shoddy goaltending, and everyone else is like, fire Keefe. No. And then I tweeted at the beginning of the game that, you know, Carolina's going to get a shutout tonight because it just makes sense. And then I was really feeling that, and I was thinking about it, and I was messaging my buddies, and I'm like, oh my God, why did I tweet this? And just when I did that, boom, Liljegren scores. And I was like, oh, thank God. I jump up. I had to apologize to my wife because I yelled. Did I wake up my son? No, he was awake. He had a late nap. But yeah, so I feel like I almost caused the Leafs to get nothing tonight. They did get 2, though. Recapping the game, okay. Leafs outshoot the Canes 11-10 in the first period. Carolina scores in the first 2.5 minutes. And who is it? Oh, power play goal. It's Michael Bunting. Why did I not put money on it? Of course, the former Leaf's going to do that. He got a little package, a video package beforehand. He was going to score. He was bound to score. He's all open in front of the net. He shoots it. It somehow squeaks through Jones. And it's 1-0. Because the Leafs leave men open in front of the net all the time. We saw it against Columbus plenty of times. So moving to the second period. Carolina outshoots Toronto 11-10 this time. Carolina scores another power play goal. This one, who was it? Who scored it? Jarvis, I think. Yeah, Jarvis scored it. And what happened was, another loose man in front of that. But this time, Carolina's giving it to the wing. The D goes and presses to the winger, and they just kind of feed it into the zone, like in the Leafs' end. Just feed it into that slot area from like the blue line. And a skater just skates on it straight down the middle. And it's Jarvis. He puts it 5-hole on Jones, and it's a goal. And guess what? This didn't just happen once this game. It happened multiple times before this and after. I remember specifically Aho. There was another one shorthanded, I think, as well, that they just didn't get a hold on. Another one where it hit, I think, Aho's skate, and luckily it like bounced away. It happened multiple times. They realized that Toronto's D are going to press forward, and they're not quick enough, and Toronto's not tracking back because they're a bit lazy, William Nylander. So anyway, that happened, made it 2-0. So then we go to the third period. I didn't even write down the shots here, but I know Liljegren scored. He sniped, like I said. I thought they were going to get a shutout. They didn't. What a goal. Felt great. Domi with the assist. Boom. Speaking of Domi, he had a huge hit against Necas. That was cool. But then Aho makes it 3-1 when the Leafs pull the goalie. After Marner takes a penalty, it was under 4 minutes to go. He gets out of the box. And they're like, okay, retribution time. And he gets the puck. And you're like, Marner, there's traffic in front of the net. Willie's back there. I think Matthews is back there. It doesn't matter. There's guys in front of the net. Bertuzzi's in front of the net. He gets a stick on everything. He already freaking dove across and saved a goal with, I think, his face. Just put it on net right now if you need, or just go back behind the net. Nope. There's 2 guys between you and William Nylander there. Yeah, William Nylander wants a one-timer, but guess what? There's 2 sticks there as well. You're going to make this poor decision, aren't you? You are. They're going to deflect it. Yep. Aho's going to go the other way. He's going to score. Okay. Great decision, Mitch. Great decision. David Kampf just sat because of poor decisions and whatever else. Mitch, you're coming too. I saw there was some tweets about William Nylander being lazy. Okay. Fair play. If Nylander's sitting, you're sitting Mitch as well, because his decision-making in key times, especially in the offensive zone, like, oh, you got a prime scoring chance. Why don't you shoot? But no, you play it like Sunday morning hockey where you go, ooh, let's just try to make the fanciest play possible. And it's probably not going to happen because, one, we don't have the skill set. But Mitch does have the skill set. But guess what? Other teams are better defensively. They're not just standing around like us when we play Sunday morning hockey. So they're going to intercept passes. And then that's what happens. And Aho scores and it's 3-1. And then Robertson gets a goal. Kochetkov made an amazing save, but his glove definitely went in the net. Robertson got a heck of a lot of weight behind that backhand. Domi did a between the legs pass, feed over to him. That was cool. It was only 7 seconds left. And then Mitch Marner gets the puck on the wing. Leafs win the draw. He gets it on the wing there. But then he kind of it handcuffs him. So Nylander's offside, and then that's the game. You tell him frustrated. William Nylander, without the puck, can be lazy. And then at other times, you're like, wow, what a great back check. But a lot of times, lazy. Like me, like my rec hockey. Back checking. Majority of the time. I'm not doing it. I'm also not trying to get paid $10+ million. Or Mitch Marner, who wants probably $12 million. No, you're probably not even making 10.9. I'm sorry. Poor decisions. Again, you're not me or my buddies playing hockey, trying to be cool. Win, please. Make better decisions. Make the simple one. You're looking like Gregor out there sometimes. I understand why Gregor's super fast, but a few times now I'm like, that is a shit decision. Terrible decision. Like the one when he brings the puck back to his own end, and he should probably just pass it to Benoit, but he loses control of the puck and he just goes off instead. It was like Mitch Marner's like, hoo, hold my beer. I'll do one better because I will turn it over and Carolina will score. Just terrible. What else do I got here? That's it. That's all I wrote. Just frustrated. Do you know what I wanted to do today? I wanted to celebrate. I was going to have the thumbnail, a picture of me and my son skating around in our Leaf stuff. Maybe throw a few photos up there, maybe add a video in here. And then I was like, we had my side of the family, my mom's side of the family Christmas just the other day, a little bit late because my mom and sister are nurses. We had this leftover cake and I was going to just celebrate with this cake. And I was just going to be like, yes, Toronto wins. But do you know what? Now I'm going to eat the rest of this. This is a third of the cake. Maybe it's a quarter. It's definitely a quarter. I'm going to eat this in spite of Toronto. It's not New Year's yet. It's not January 1st. Eating healthy? I don't think so. I'm going to eat this. And I'm not going to enjoy it. Toronto. Frick. Can't believe they lost again. They didn't even play bad. They just make poor decisions. God. Cover the front of the net, please. And stop making poorly timed decisions, Toronto. All right? God. That's it for me. Everyone, Happy New Year. We'll see you in January. Come on, Toronto. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of making these videos. Freaking the last win was against, what was it? There was a 7-0 win against Pittsburgh. Then you lost. Then you beat Columbus. And then you just been shite. Sort it out. Joseph Wall, I would say come back, but Jones played pretty good. Like, 2 squeaked by him. And that was because Toronto's poor decisions. You know how Keefe said, like, you know, not making saves highlights like defensive mishaps? Well, guess what? Jones played well, and the defensive mishaps cost you because you didn't put anything behind a team that has a worse save percentage. Chekhov, good for you. Carolina's a good team. Toronto is a good team. They just piss me off. They can do so much better. Take care, everyone. Happy New Year. Go Leafs, go. I'm going to go eat this cake. See ya. Bye.